Alright.
What's up, guys? It's the AlmaMerlin show, episode 1.
This microphone doesn't even work because it's not plugged in. It's just fake. Alright, you really wanted us to have microphones. So.
Why do you have to say that?
We're just being raw and true here. Right?
Shut up.
Gotta be raw and,
Just use your microphone.
Alright, so what are we talking about?
We're talking about how... Okay, so guys. So recently, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has started a thing where you can donate to charities and help put people out with the giving machines. This thing of giving machines has is located all across the country with different locations, and recently has came to Omaha, the Von Moore Mall, and us two are going there today. So we thought.
Wait, did you just say it's called the Von Moore Mall?
I know I said it's at Von Moore.
Yes, but what mall is it though?
I don't know. Honestly,
Oh, I forgot. Well, it's a mall in the center of Omaha.
Yeah,
I think
it's
we
a
only
mall.
have one mall, so it's at the mall.
So we're going there today, so that made us think that today episode we're gonna be talking about giving machine and how that relates to charity, how that relates to God, and
we're also going to be talking about how charity and communism are different.
The giving machine made us think about how charity is with God and how other things are differed from charity and are not like God.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, this giving machine is one of the many examples that our church does for charity. And we take charity very seriously because, as Jesus taught in Luke 14:12-14,
just read it. Just read it. Am I reading it? I'm reading.
That's why I paused.
Well, you should have said you read it or something. In Luke 14:12-14, Jesus instructs people to invite. No, that's a summary. Well, he instructs people to invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind to feasts and expect to be blessed in return. And to expect to be blessed in return.
So in our church, we believe that we must follow Christ in all that he does. One of the many things he does is be an example and to lend a hand to those who need it, to those common people who need help. And since we believe in being an example like Jesus, we believe we must spark some charity in the world. Why are you laughing, man?
Just keep talking.
Me keep talking. You gotta talk too.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you from talking. You're just talking and talking.
Well, I'm talking because you're not piping in. It needs to be a discussion.
Okay, so what am I piping in with?
You can pipe in.
All right, continue talking, and then I'll pipe in.
You can say our points as well. You can take different points too.
All right, here's one of our points. Communism is taking away, and charity is giving.
Bro, you just said the point. You didn't
I
go
said
into leeway for discussing it.
With communism, it's like Satan, they
right now we're on
force. Oh, we're on
church's charity.
Oh, okay. Well then, continue with that.
And then you'd pipe in. Oh, no, we discuss about. Okay, so let's discuss about the church's charity. In Utah,
we just do a bunch of charity projects and donate to a bunch of different charities that aren't ours. That's about it. What
I get annoyed with is people say we're an evil church and they're stupid because you control people.
Well, all people say that pretty much any church, there's always going to be someone that says your church is evil. So just like with publicity, there are tons of people that hate Taylor Swift and think she's evil, and tons of people that love Taylor Swift and think she's like God or something, and they worship her. So
I mean, she's
you
not.
know you're doing good though. You know you're doing good when you have bad
I don't know if
publicity
she's
and
evil.
good publicity.
Or so she's at least doing questionable things. That's
Yes.
at least.
But I'm just saying there are people that think she's the devil and people that think she's like a deity or something. And us too, we just personally just don't care, right?
Because she
kind of sucks, but that's it.
No, that kind of relates to idols, right?
Idols, yeah.
They like worship her like a god, and
Yeah.
many people, even like some Christians, mistakenly will forget this and treat
Well,
like these.
everyone makes mistakes, though, right? Yeah.
But they'll treat like these artists and go to a concert and they'll accidentally treat these artists like a god. They'll be like, oh,
well, it's
so
kind of how
special,
it
you're
has
so
to
amazing.
be because if you're a celebrity, you got people. The
I-
whole thing is about it's you and you're doing and the celebrity. So like Taylor Swift, everyone, it's her music. It's her music. It's not just music. It's her music. That's the thing. So no matter what, you're kind of worshiping her at least a tiny bit.
There's a difference between worshiping and respecting. Like, we
Alright.
respect a work someone does, so we might take pride in what they do.
Yeah.
But to say
But if you go too far.
Yeah, to say they're the most wonderful person just because of their work. So I have an example of like one of the people I listen to, their band is called Bleachers, and the guy behind it, Jack Antonoff, is clearly like a big liberal. But the only thing I subscribe to is his music, and I only listen to music because I like it.
Yeah,
but then him as a person, I don't really like. I don't know him as a person, so I'm just like go for the music, and I don't go, you're amazing because of your music, you're amazing because of your music. I just like the music. And then if I do find he's a good person, I'm like, yeah, I think he's a good person. But just because of the music, I'm not gonna like love him for it.
And that's kind of like hate the act, not the person. This is loving the act and disliking the person. So like another example of this would be if I had a son, which I shouldn't right now, but if I did, I would, and he was gay and he came out as gay, I'd say, I don't like that you're gay. I don't like the act of you being gay, but I still like you. I still love you. You're still my son, and yeah, like you can be gay and do gay stuff if you want. I don't want you to be gay. I don't like that you're gay, but I still like you for you, and I don't want you to do gay stuff in my house, but you can do it elsewhere if you really want to. But
there's like a weird discussion with like gay and stuff, because like if you have sexual interests of the opposite sex, it's not necessarily like in our church.
Well, keep talking.
In our church, if you're just gay but you don't act on it, we believe that's perfectly fine. So we say we don't believe you can be gay because honestly, gay means the act of being sexually interested, but like in a different gender, in the same gender.
It's fine to be gay. It's just not.
Yeah. Well,
like if you.
So like sometimes I think
right.
So I end up thinking in the terms of it's fine that you're like sexually interested in the other gender, in the same gender, but you can't be gay. Because I end up thinking of gay as the act of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of verses in.
You shall not lie with a man as with a woman is abomination. Yeah.
If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. That's Leviticus 20:13.
Yeah.
So yeah.
God's commandments is to not
be gay. You can be gay, but don't do gay things. Right?
Do things that bring the spirit of creation.
Yeah, you're not creating anything if you're doing gay stuff. You're creating. I guess you're creating crap, a weird experience for yourself, but you want to be doing stuff for others, which is charity.
Have you?
Get that?
Have you ever done charity?
What do you mean? Like in
service charity?
Like a service project?
Yeah, service project charity.
One time I did like an assembly line thing where I put a bunch of noodles and spices and stuff in bags and packaged them off so homeless people could eat them or something.
Yeah.
So I did pick a bunch of fruit from. No, I didn't pick a bunch of fruit. I moved some mulch. I moved some mulch from someone's garden into their backyard. I think that's about all the charity I've done.
So like every year,
do more.
Almost every year, my ward goes to. Do you know Open Door Mission?
Open Door Mission?
I think that's what it's called.
What? No, I have no idea.
Well, it's basically a homeless shelter. So like almost every year, around winter, you go and help out for like dinner and stuff, for like the cafeteria assembly line thingy. So essentially being cafeteria man. Late. Yeah. So like we help out at the homeless shelter.
So like helping out at the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Just what you would think
like
you would
last
do.
last year, my family during Christmas did that. Did the same thing. We just helped out, hand out food type thing. We're trying to do it again this year, but we were busy and we scheduled for a time we actually scheduled for New Year's. It was like canceled for some reason. I heard Mom say. So I don't know if we're doing it yet, but yeah. So the thing about charity though is that I wouldn't always see like instant smiles on the faces. But despite that, we still did it because we know it could bring blessings to their lives.
Well, it did bring blessings to your life, though.
Yeah. Charity, serving, you serve.
What you gave to them was food, and then what you get is serving, the happiness from that.
So there's like a saying of like, I believe being selfless is selfish. Because I believe serving others serves me as well. So no matter what you do, you're selfish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, when you serve others, you're also serving yourself. You're also like bettering yourself from better others. It's like a cycle. So with the whole thing of Jesus is that you don't always see the blessings, but you know it's there, and so you do it despite not always knowing.
Well, that's what Jesus did too. He served everyone as much as he could, and in doing that, he served himself. You know, like you'll get it if you've served people before, done something for someone before. Like, for example, the other day, my mom was trying to get a mug off the top shelf in the cupboard, and she was like, "Hey, come get the mug for me," because she's short. But I couldn't reach it. But so I reached the mug for her and I gave it to her, and that was a service to her. That was charity to her, and it just made me feel good as well. I had to think about it. It made me feel good as well, and helped me feel fulfilled. You know, happiness is not something you want, that you always want. What you want is to always feel fulfilled, whether you're happy or you're sad or whatever. You want to be feeling fulfilled. If you're doing a really hard job and you're like lifting heavy stuff and everything, but it's helping someone, you feel fulfilled, even though you feel super weak and you're like, oh, I hate doing this. You're still feeling fulfilled and you're doing something that gives you a purpose. Like if you're doing the job so you can have money to feed your family, there you go, you're fulfilling a purpose you have, and you should be feeling fulfilled and good about it, even though it sucks and you hate it.
That's the thing about, so fulfilling is basically like Christ's joy. So we want to pursue Christ's joy,
not worldly joy.
Yeah, so worldly joy, people are just like, but I want happiness. I want happiness.
I want to eat food and watch TV all day.
They're just going me.
And
I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
But us as daughters and sons of Christ, of Heavenly Father, I mean, what we actually need to pursue is Christ's joy. And Christ's joy isn't happiness. It's not feeling good. It's fulfillment.
Well, it can be.
Yeah.
It can be, but
it's not like instant feeling good.
It's not the type of feeling good for fully yourself, like if you were eating a ton of food or doing drugs or watching TV or playing video games or whatever. It's for you and the other person, which just makes it a whole kind of different thing, you know.
So like with agents, so how charity is ties into agency. So I feel like many kids will bring this up, how this has to do with agency a lot. How when your parents ask you to do something, you don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
But then when you randomly feel the need to help out your family and like do random chores, you just like do it.
Yeah,
and you feel fulfilled yourself.
I do that sometimes.
You feel way more fulfilled because you like chose yourself to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like your own will versus being forced to, like, because when you choose yourself, it feels like you are trying to get something out of this.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing too. I'm not a parent myself, but I would think is a
why do you keep insinuating you have a secret family?
I don't.
I'm not a parent myself, guys. Wink.
Like what I've seen from other parents and my parents and stuff is you wanna teach your kids to do the right thing and make them do the right thing at first, but then once they come of age, they're like 12, 14 or something, then you slowly start being like, the right choice, but I'm gonna let you choose to do it or not, and then there will be consequences if you don't do it. Like that's what my friends, I have a friend and her parents that's what her parents are starting to do now. They've kind of realized that or something. But they're like, we've taught you what to do. You know what to do. You know the right thing to do. Now we're gonna basically mostly just let you make your decision, and then you get punished if you don't do it.
So like I have no recent example. So like at the last week of school, we had to like focus on finals, but our family was like behind on stuff, and Mom and Dad really wanted us kids help around the house because we were like behind on Christmas decorations. But I was honestly like being overly annoyed. Honestly, could have helped more. But at the same time, I was like burned out, and also just ended up focusing on homework due to it being the last week. But then after that, my mind just clicked to wanting to, like, I felt like they were forcing me on helping, like guilting me into like helping around the house. But as soon as
guilting you,
the break came, my mind like clicked, and I was like, since I wasn't focused on homework, I was like, I want to focus on this, or I want to focus solely on this, so like getting stuff cleaned, because that's what my parents want. And now I took it upon myself to want it. So like on the last day, I was trying to, with a few spots messy, I was trying to get everything cleaned, and I was even encouraging my whole family. Even my parents were like, come on guys, we gotta get this place cleaned. I want it needs to look good for Christmas. And my mom was commenting, and I was like, I would help her on the trees. like I stayed up helping her on the trees, and she's like, later she was like, thanks for helping me on the trees, Warren. So it's like, I feel like it feels more rewarding to go out of your way to help someone, and for them to then thank you versus someone else asking you to do something, then you do it. Well, like it feels like you're putting it on yourself to do something versus like someone expects you to do something.
Well, I think it's like you felt you felt that it was more important to do, like, prepare for finals and do homework and whatever before you helped and did cleaning and stuff, because it was important. Both things were important to you, right? Yeah. So but one was more important at the time because there was a deadline for it. Like, you could take as much time as you want at home to clean, but you have like 3 more days of school left and you have big tests, so you kind of got to focus on that, and cleaning can wait for later. It's like on airplanes, put your air mask on before you help the person next to you or the child next to you. Help yourself enough before you help others. So put your mask on before you help another put their mask on.
Many times when parents ask you to do something, you're like, you don't want to do it because you feel like you want to do something else right then. But then when you make yourself do something, you're like, you're following your own schedule. You're like, oh, I did this thing, now I want to help out, and now that I've like we're lazy for a bit, I want to put my time to helping out.
And it's like, if you can't, there's another saying, if you can't love yourself, if you don't love yourself, you can't love others, right? You can't love others as well if you don't love yourself, So
like, you feel the need to like give yourself like time to breathe. Then you want to give yourself time to bring yourself fulfillment with the service. So you like want both at the same time. It's always hard though, because like everyone's expecting like stuff from you as responsibility. So you gotta like find that balance of like fulfilling what other needs of you, and then trying to find that balance for yourself.
Well, I think the more responsibility you have, the more responsibility people give you, the more they like trust you and stuff.
Which makes it bigger to like not
which makes it harder on you, but
harder
but then
for
you grow more because
you don't want to like let them down.
But then you eventually, it's like easy for you or whatever, and then you get another even harder thing, and that's just how life is. You kind of got to deal with it. You got to get better and better at everything until you're the best. That's what you got to try and do, because we're all trying to be like Jesus, right? And he is the best. So get better and better at everything till you're the best, or try and be the best at everything that you want to do.
Best thing you can do is love.
Yeah.
So the whole thing with like you deciding your own feels much more rewarding than someone forcing you. And sometimes someone giving you nudge is good, but if someone takes something away from you because of that, it doesn't feel right. That goes beyond to a whole bigger picture.
Whole bigger picture.
To governments. So we believe charity is just like agency, because you're given the choice to be good. And if you don't do those things, you're not punished necessarily. You're just not as blessed as much.
Well, charity is done when you have agency.
Yeah.
Because it's not charity if you're not willingly doing it. If you're being forced to do it, what would that be called?
Communism.
No, not. If you're forced to do good things, that's just being forced to do it. Like, it's either charity or you're being forced to do it. No matter, You want to talk about communism?
So what I was saying was, it goes on a bigger picture. So in America, we believe in charity and helping out the common man due to loving your neighbors.
It doesn't exactly say charity, but it's like all men are equal, all that good stuff.
You want to lend a hand. there's this whole distorted thing in communism and like forcing equity.
Mm-hmm.
Equity is just like the forcement of equality. When we should be believing in equal opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
No one's actually legitimately equal.
Equal opportunity? Are you saying communism is equal opportunity?
Communism is equity, forced equality.
Forced equality. I don't know about equal opportunity though, because like some people are horrible at stuff, and if you give them an equal opportunity, then that. What do you mean by equal? Do you mean something else?
Well, no one's
freedom of choice, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
So, agency.
No, equal in the opportunity, in the sense of, if you meet these merits, you get this opportunity. It's all equal to everyone.
That's not equal opportunity, though.
Yeah, it is.
Well, according to some people, it's not.
That's equal opportunity because it's all equal in all eyes. You're seeing.
I mean, I guess so, but.
Okay, so when you go to the police academy, there's like certain merits you must meet to like graduate.
Yeah.
That's equal opportunity because
it's
all equal. It's all equal to everyone.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I don't think that's what other people say.
It doesn't matter what other people think. We don't.
But I want to see the actual definition of it, right? Policy of treating employees without discrimination, especially basis of everything.
We believe it too.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's just equal opportunity here is just not discriminating.
No, okay, so when you let someone be police, even though they don't meet the merits, that's not equal to someone else who had to work hard to meet those merits, and they were given the same opportunity.
Yeah, you got it.
You're giving an equal, you're getting an equal standard for everyone to meet an opportunity. It's the same opportunity for everyone, same merit of opportunity.
Because it's the same standard for everybody. Okay, that makes sense.
But we don't believe in true like equality because no one's truly equal.
No one's
truly equal in strength and wisdom and all this other crap.
Everything. No one's equal in
But we believe in equal opportunity because if you meet the
requirements,
you get that opportunity. Everyone can get the opportunity in the same merit.
If you meet the requirements. Yeah, that makes full sense.
Like. We say equality, but we don't really believe in true equality. Equality of opportunity.
Reasonable equality that actually makes sense. Yeah.
It's like we believe in anyone can obtain this, but we don't believe everyone should obtain this. Anyone can. Not everyone should.
But not everyone should or wants to.
It's like when people say, you can do anything. That doesn't mean
like Barbie.
That doesn't mean you should be doing this.
No. Barbie says you can be anything.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of agreeing with what we said, though, right?
Yeah, you can be anything.
You can be anything.
There's
you should be.
There's a lot of sayings in the culture where it's like you can be anything. In reality, it's like you can do this, but it doesn't mean you should just be doing this willy-nilly. You shouldn't be. Think to yourself, I deserve this just because I'm myself, just because wink wink, I'm a woman, I'm black. It's because you meet this.
Well, then that's not equal opportunity, though, is it?
Yeah. But then with communism, it's forced equality. It's forced equality.
Yeah.
It's not, we believe in you, you can do this. It's, we'll
have to do this.
We'll try to give you a boost and help you a hand.
Maybe.
Give you a helping hand by not forcing, but by people being loving. It's communism of we don't believe in you, so we're gonna force things from other people and then only give it to you.
We don't trust you, we trust ourselves, but we're gonna make you do stuff.
We only trust ourselves, so we're gonna make people give us money, then we'll give you stuff. That way it's only equal. In reality, you only trust yourself, oligarchy people, and so you don't trust these little people. There's no charity in communism.
Communism is just a bunch of narcissists.
There's no communism. There's no communism. There's no charity in communism. There's no communism in charity.
Just be like Jesus. That's a summary. Study what Jesus did, and I guess does, but at least what he did, and try and be like him, you know? He's the perfect dude.
Because his whole thing with the charity thing was like giving a helping hand to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he said that in a way of being loving.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do it to make yourself feel good. You want to do it because it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, despite charities being a good thing, many people won't just do charities to make themselves feel good and not actually make the charity good.
Mm-hmm.
So the right way to do it is to do charities just because it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I want to do this. This is awesome because it's making other people feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Your first headspace shouldn't be, I want to do this. I want to do this. It makes me feel good.
Yeah. You could start out. You could start it out that way though. I want to do a good thing because it makes me feel good, but then eventually you're just doing it just because it makes others feel good, and who cares if it makes you? Like all those movies, you ever seen them like in Klaus?
I was just about to bring that.
He comes.
I was just about to bring that up.
He comes to be a mailman because his dad told him to, and he wants to go back to the good life, and he just wants to get it over with and get the letters. But then eventually
he ends up doing a good thing.
He finds a way better life. Well, it's a more purposeful life is what he finds. It's not technically a way better life, but it kind of is a way better life, but it's a more purposeful life. It's a way better life in the way that it is a more purposeful life. Because before he was just like entertainment and people doing stuff for him, but now he does stuff for other people, and that's just better. That's just how it is. It's hard work, and it's at first it's like but then eventually that's just how it is. And some people are just stuck in the me stuff, and you gotta get to the everyone else stuff, which
so many times
which turns into me, but it's actually like you're doing it, stuff happens for you and you are doing stuff for yourself, but it is for other people in the first place.
So many times I hear people talk and I just hear me. I always hear them talk. It's just like, why you keep thinking about yourself? You don't care about anything. But the quote in the movie was, the really good quote in the movie was, a selfless act sparks another. Many people have talked about how not really selfless acts in the movie don't really spark other ones, but it's not always the intention behind them. Like despite if you come in with a bad intention and it still gives a good outcome, that was good nonetheless. So it's like, it was more so like a good act will spark another. So if you're doing a good act for yourself, that will still spark someone else being better or having a better time. But I feel like it's more so if you wanna improve yourself while improving them, it's way better to be selfless than just be selfish.
Also, doing one good act sparks another. Even if it doesn't spark another good act in someone else, it'll spark another good act in you, which will then eventually spark another good act in someone else, and it'll keep sparking good acts in you, hopefully.
So like if you keep it up, it would be like this
continuous
cycle.
Then eventually you're going to spark a good act in someone else instead of yourself. And someone else probably sparked a good act in you in the first place, and then you're just a whole thing, you know.
And with like the cycle of things, you'll eventually like change your surroundings. You'll completely change how people view things. Completely change how things are. You maybe even get a girlfriend like Jesper did.
Like who?
Like Jesper did.
Like Jesper did, yeah, like Jesper did.
If you're selfless, you'll get a girlfriend. Right, West? Were you selfless and got Vanessa?
Yeah. I actually didn't really care. I was just like, I'm doing stuff for other people. whatever, I don't care anymore. Yeah, that's a tip about getting a girlfriend. Just don't care. Just be you and do good things, and then one day, even if it's when you're 28.
Better than 40.
Mm-hmm. All right, anything else you want to talk about? Want to yap about before we end it?
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas Home Alone.
Same. That's like the perfect Christmas movie.
Yeah. I also like the part in the Santa Claus where it says Topo Jijo
at the
in the prison.
In the prison.
Yeah.
No, Home Alone is super perfect.
Yeah, Home Alone. There's a lot of
Christmas wonder, slapstick comedy, joys of being a kid, family movie.
Mm-hmm. Hurting the
adults can relate. The mother is always being an amazing character for his son.
Yeah.
Her son.
Hurting a bunch of immortal beings,
yes,
like you said before earlier.
Exactly.
Because those guys are basically immortal. They should have died.
And then it gives this character arc to a kid growing up.
Yeah. Really good movie. Yeah. So, we good?
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do that every single time.
That's all.
That's all, folks. Works.
That's all, Pookies.
That works. Yeah.
That's all, Pookies.
No, not Pookies. No,
Are they not our Pookies?
not yet. This is the first episode, buddy.
That's all,
folks.
I feel like they're coming out weird.
Today we're gonna stick with that's all, folks.
That's all CTRs.
CTR.
That's all.
Yeah, guys, CTR.
That's all children of God.
Choose the right and current temple recommend.
That's all. That's all youth. I don't know. Well, that's all, folks.
All right, we're gonna have another podcast next week.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Before school. Before school.
Depends when your break is.
You have the same break.
Well, I mean like.
Before our school.
Before our school starts, we're gonna have another. Hopefully, we have an episode a week. Yeah.
We could talk about preparing for. Oh, New Year's
and preparing for school again.
Preparing for school, preparing for a new year.
Yeah.
Starting goals.
All right, well,
preparing for stuff in general.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some ideas for the next one, I guess. And
thanks for being with us.
We will have another episode out.
Mog the camera.
Next, in about a week. You're mogging the camera. All right, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.